Pokemon Nuzlocke, but it's real. Traditionally, in a Pokemon Nuzlocke, there's a set of rules that you have to impose on yourself when playing Pokemon, and breaking these rules will result in failing and losing the challenge. And in this video, we only have one simple rule. For every Pokemon that we decide to catch and battle with, we must acquire the real card of that Pokemon. But here's the catch. It just can't be any regular Pokemon card. It has to be some sort of holo, an art, a retro card, or a special / promo card. Basically something that you wouldn't throw into a bulk pile. And the reason why the card needs to have value is because of the twist of this challenge. If my Pokemon faints, we have to go right back to the card store that we got the Pokemon card from and give the card back to the shop owner for free. Also, we cannot recatch and reuse any fainted Pokemon or any of its evolution for the rest of this challenge. The goal is to collect all 8 gym badges, make it to the Indigo Plateau, and to induct our Pokemon into the Hall of Fame. Do we have what it takes to be a Pokemon master, or will we lose it all and walk home with nothing? Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, if we catch a Pokemon, we must obtain the real card, but I had to make some things clear of how we are allowed to acquire the Pokemon cards. If we already own it, that is totally okay. However, if the Pokemon faints, we still have to give that card to a random store owner anyways. We can buy it directly from the card store. No online purchases though, those will not be allowed. We can trade for it at a card shop, or if we want to take a chance, we can rip open some packs. But before we figure out what Pokemon we want to catch, we first need to acquire a Game Boy Color and Red version to play on. So my wife and I decided to visit one of our local stores in my city called Throwbackgamez. And you guys, this shop definitely lives up to its name. I literally feel like I'm going through a time machine right now. And I made a phone call in advance to make sure they had the Game Boy Color and Red version. And luckily, you guys, they did have it for us. Look at this.
Game Boy Color.
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I'm getting this again, but as an adult, a Game Boy Color. But let's not get too excited. We still need to check out the Pokemon Red version.
Crisp copy of Pokemon Red, new save battery. I don't know if I mentioned that to you earlier or not.
No, it's good.
New save battery on that, and silver.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get Red version and Silver version, because I'm assuming that the series is gonna do well, and you guys will all like and subscribe, so that we'll make it to the next part of Pokemon. So please do that, or I won't be able to spoil my daughter with good clothes. Anywho. Yeah, if you guys are already hyped, don't forget to like and subscribe. But now we have to do the ultimate test, turning on the Game Boy Color and seeing if it actually works. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh, dude.
That sound is so nostalgic.
Yes. Okay, we can't play right now. Hold on. Go ahead and stop. We're gonna make the purchase. Don't worry. After this, we're gonna cut right back to it, and we're gonna go ahead and pick our starter. So it's time to pick our starter, and we took a trip to the Ninja Exchange, where there is plenty of card shop owners buying, selling, and trading Pokemon cards. But after walking around for an hour, I could not find anybody selling this Charmander Pokemon card. This specific Charmander card comes out of the 151 Scarlet and Violet series. Everybody had Charizards, but nobody had Charmanders. And instead of driving around to another shop, I whipped out my phone and made the riskiest decision to kick off this series. We're buying 151 tins because we do have a chance to pull one of our starters from the packs, but the problem is it's not guaranteed. And you guys, just 3 packs in, we have found our starter Pokemon.
Oh!
Nice.
That is Hall of Fame worthy right there.
Wall of Fame worthy indeed. And that's enough celebration, because now it's time to play the game. Bro, I almost forgot how to play this game. Hold on. Yeah, I almost forgot how to play this game. The last time I remember playing this game was around the year 1999 or 2000, basically 25 years ago. Some of you guys watching this video probably weren't even born at that time, but I managed to figure it out. Professor Oak found me before I went into the forest. He took me back to his lab, and that is where I picked my first starter Pokemon, the one, the only, Charmander. There's our starter, let's go. He's categorized as lizard, totally not a salamander. That's maybe on fire, but let's get him. And of course, we're gonna go ahead and give the Charmander a name. These names are gonna be based off of my moderators on Twitch. Shout out to my mods, love y'all. But this first Pokemon is gonna be named after me. So now that we've got our Charmander, I forgot that we have to battle. Dude, there's no way. Dude, if I lose my first Pokemon battle, I think I get a pass on this, right? I get a pass on this, right? No, 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 no. Help! He's tail whipping me! No, don't kill me. That's gonna hurt. That was a critical hit. Oh my god. He missed. He missed. Yes. Dude, I almost died. Nah, that could have been really bad if he hit me. There's no shot. That could have been really bad. Holy crap. Oh. Imagine losing to Gary. Thankfully, the journey is not over. We're just getting started. So we progress through the game and we retrieve Professor Oak's parcel, deliver Professor Oak's parcel, and then we begin our training. The goal is simple. Level up Charmander to the point where he can learn Ember. And after we successfully wiped out half of the Pokemon population in Route 1, our Charmander finally learned Ember. Oh, I learned Ember now. Let's go. We learned Ember. We're ready. We're ready. We're ready for anything. We can't lose it. Can't lose. So now that we're ready for anything, the next thing we need to do is start catching some Pokemon. And I already had some Pokemon in mind that I wanted to catch. I would like to catch a Nidoran, the male version that'll evolve to Nidoking, and we'll probably need a flying type Pokemon like a Pidgey. So we made our way to Route 22, which is over off to the side here, and it didn't take long for us to run into the Nidoran. Nidoran. All right, let's not hurt him now. Don't hurt him too bad. So the hard part now about catching somebody is trying not to make them faint. All right, here we go. We got round 2 again, baby. This one's level 4. That's nice. Saves me some training. I don't know if using Ember is still a good idea or not. Okay, that was great. We got a Nidoran! We're gonna nickname Nidoran. Yes, we're gonna call this Nidoran. This one's Garrett. You're gonna be my Nidoking if we make it that far. Next up on our list is Pidgey. So we headed back to Route 1 and we catch our Pidgey. And like all the other Pokemon, we're gonna give him a name. Let me go ahead and check out my mod list. I'm gonna name Pidgey. Pidgey's gonna be Slendy. All right. So we got our Pokemon, but before we go to the next spot, we need to go catch. It's time to go collect the cards. Let's do this. So once again, we make our way back to the Ninja Exchange, and the Pokemon that we're going to be looking for are Nidoran and its evolutions, Pidgey and their evolutions, and Charmander and their evolutions. I also did some forward thinking. We're also going to be looking for Pikachu and Raichu, because next up is the Viridian Forest, and there's a 5% chance that we'll run into Pikachu. And I am not leaving that forest until we get Pikachu. And I also don't want to make another trip to the expo, because not only are Pokemon cards expensive, but so is gas. How much is that? 88. Oh. We'll hold off on the $88 Raichu. We're gonna go ahead and visit some friends over at KCM Collectibles and see if they got anything for me. All right, guys, so I'm with my boy Chris. Chris, you have Pidgey?
I do have a Pidgey.
Pidgey?
Yes,
okay.
sir.
I need a Pidgey.
Okay.
A Pikachu.
Pikachu should have that.
And a Nidoran.
Nidoran. That's gonna be hard. Let me try to find one for you,
right,
okay?
Go ahead and do that for me. You see that thing? Oh. Yeah, let's not get crazy. Yeah, that pack is like $600. I don't have deep pockets like some people, but hopefully one day we'll get to rip one of those on the channel. Anyways, let's see what our boy Chris has found us.
I've got a Pidgey right here,
right.
And then I have this Pikachu right here.
This is exactly what I'm looking for. The centering is a little off on the Pikachu, but you know what? We're gonna take it. I like it. I like these two. So it looks like we're picking ourselves up a Pidgey and a Pikachu. Unfortunately, he was not able to find us a Nidoran, but he was able to find us some Pidgeots.
3 Pidgeots.
Oh. They're shiny, cool. We picked up those Pidgeots just in case we weren't able to find the illustrations around the shops, and we continue the search for the rest of our Pokemon and their evolutions. No Nidoran, but if we don't find a Nidoran, we're gonna have to kick him off the team, unfortunately, but we're still gonna be looking for a Raichu and a Pidgeotto. Let's go. I was not gonna give up on the Nidoran just yet, and I searched through so many binders, so many display cases, and nobody had Nidoran or Nidorino, but I did stumble upon this Nidoking. So I asked the shop owner if she had any copies of Nidoran or Nidorino, and they said all they had was this retro folder filled with base set cards. And if I'm correct, base set is valuable. And as I was scrolling through the pages, we found Nidoran and Nidorino. The only problem is these weren't the same type as the Nidoking. And I didn't want to be lazy and get something that didn't match. And after I thought I lost all hope, in came the shop owner with the biggest surprise so far in this video. Nidoran and all the evolutions up to Nidoking. So without hesitation, we made the purchase. And all that's left for us to find is Raichu, and if we're lucky, a matching Pidgeotto and Pidgeot to go with our Pidgey. Oh, I also forgot to mention, I did buy Charmeleon. I'm anticipating our Charmander to evolve. I don't know if he'll make it a Charizard yet, so we're gonna have to buy Charizard later. And literally, the shop just around the corner had a green binder. The store owner was super busy, and to keep a long story short, they had both our Pidgeotto and our Pidgeot that we were looking for. Now all that's left is for my brother and I to look for Raichu. And as we were looking, we passed by this store that had an interesting section called the Kawaii Corner. And as we were looking through it, we found a Raichu. We quickly bought the card and got out of the store because we were tired from searching. All right, you guys, so we're back from trading. It's actually the next day. Yes, I'm wearing the same clothes because I literally went to bed tired. I didn't stop editing this video. We picked up the Pidgey and all the evolutions and the similar art styles. We got base set Nidoran and the evolutions all the way up to Nidoking. We got Pikachu and Raichu. The only reason why I got two different ones and from two different sets because they both look like they're sleeping. Last up, we did pick up Charmander and the Charmeleon. The only reason why I didn't get Charizard is because that's pretty expensive, and I think that's a little too early to get him. So now we're making our way into the Viridian Forest, and as you guys saw, I picked up a Pikachu, and a Pikachu has a 5% chance of spawning here, and I was searching for 30 whole minutes, and I was having no luck. I was about to give up and just continue through the forest, and then finally, you guys, we found our Pikachu. We can't hurt him. Wait a minute. I was about to make a tough decision. Do I risk dealing any type of damage to make the catch easier? Or do I waste Pokeballs trying to catch Pikachu with a chance that Pikachu breaks out? And I think I made the best calculated decision. We're just gonna throw the Pokeball and hope for the best. Just throw the ball at him. Maybe he'll just go in there. I mean, Pikachu has a history of not liking the Pokeball in the series. But he's fine with me. Let's go. Yes. We're gonna name Pikachu after my mod, Leon. Beautiful. We've added Pikachu to the roster. Now we have 4 Pokemon in our party, and the next thing we need to do is level up everyone and train them. We got a good amount of XP coming out of the Viridian Forest. Charmander pretty much just lit everybody on fire, and then before you know it, we made it out of the Viridian Forest and made our way into Pewter City, where we'll have to compete for the Boulder Badge. And the downside is we have no type advantage going into this, so we're gonna need to train a lot, and we were training for almost 45 extra minutes. Our Pokemon weren't quite leveled up, and I needed some more XP. Then I remembered an old school EXP sharing technique where we'll start off with a Pokemon that needs XP and swap them out for a stronger one so they get shared XP at the end of the battle. And this wasn't doing too well against wild Pokemon. So then I took a risk in deciding to fight the junior trainer in the gym. We need to fight this guy. We need to win. Would that be good XP though for my Pokemon just so it saves me a little bit of time, but we're definitely not ready for Brock. I hope nobody loses here. Alrighty, so Garrett, you're not even swinging at him at all. I'm sorry. We're just swapping you out. Please don't know any ground moves. Okay, Scratch. Okay. Well, good thing we know Ember. Right? Okay, good. Those scratches are hurting. Those hurt. That was good. That's what we needed. That was literally what we needed. That was fat XP. I think we're gonna put in Slendy, and I don't see myself training Slendy that much in the cave except against trainers. Oh no, that's not good. That's not good at all. We can't miss. We have to basically rinse him. Oh my god, he's gonna make my guy blind. He's gonna make me blind. I'm missing. Stop! Stop! Oh my god, no shot! Oh my god, there's no way. Stop it, Sandshrew, please. Oh my god. Is that all you know? Oh my god. Oh, thank god it's a critical hit. Oh my god, that could have been so bad. Slendy got so much points. Please don't tell me you're up. Yes, you're up. Thank god. That was definitely a close call and could have went really bad. So we leave the gym because we know we're not ready for Brock yet. And after another 45 minutes of training, we return back to the gym and challenge Brock for the Boulder Badge. Alrighty guys, we're gonna be fighting Brock now. We're going in with our Charmander at level 15 and our Nidoran at level 12. I think that's more than enough. Also, just in case as backup, I did buy a couple of potions when we swap out in case we need to heal somebody. Let's go. Oh my god, I hope nobody goes. I hope nobody faints, bro. Please. Geodude saying, "Get out of here!" No. Let's go, Charmander. Go, you! Oh, okay. Nice. Just tackle. Ember. What the heck was that? I know we didn't have type advantage, but I didn't think that was going to do that little of damage. Oh, we're going to have to leer him. We're not going to win this. We're not winning this at all. Wait a minute. Oh, these are hurting. We're definitely needing potions. All right, we beat him here. We beat him here. We beat him here. We beat him here. Oh my gosh, my Charmander just got waxed. All that for one level for Leon? Yes, we have to swap. What does Bite even do? I forgot what Bite even does. I don't know exactly what the move Bite does, but what I did do was Leer Onyx for 6 straight turns. And then the next time he used Bide, I decided to make a swap to Charmander to deal some damage after lowering his defenses. And all I gotta say is, I found out really quickly what Bide does. Oh, dude, if I get hit like that again, I'm done. This game, I lose my Charmander. Oh my God, I just beat Brock. Oh my God, thank the Lord. That was a real nail biter of a Pokemon battle. I could slowly see the Charmander fading away from me, but just like the Pokemon master I am, we pulled through with the win. We collected our Boulder badge from Brock, and all that's left next for us to do is to make our way to Cerulean City. We got into our first battle onto the next route, and as we finished the battle, it was time for our Charmander to evolve. Bro, he evolved. Yeah. And that means if Charmeleon goes out, I have to take this Charmeleon card right back to the card shop where I bought it from and be like, here you go for free. Oh. So we continue our journey onto Cerulean City, and the path was pretty straightforward. We beat up on some trainers, and then we made our way to the entrance of Mount Moon. Now, there's nothing crazy in Mount Moon that we need to look for, except that we do need to make sure we find a Moonstone. That Moonstone is going to be key to evolving our Nidorino into a Nidoking. And just as I was about to leave the Pokemon Center, I talk with this man here, and he offers me what could be the next Pokemon to add to the team. Hello there. I have a great deal just for you. I'll let you have a swell Magikarp for just 500 bucks. Do I have the money for it? Do I even have a Magikarp? Hold on. Oh my God, I do. The thing is, it's shiny. I'm going to say yes, it counts because technically I own it. I don't even know if shinies would have existed in this one. Guys, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about I think the hardest part is figuring out how to level him up. Oh my gosh, I got to figure out how to level this guy up. Now we have to give Magikarp a name. Yes, we're going to name this one Slim is Magikarp. We added Magikarp to the roster. Look at him just flopping there. The journey continues now. So now we make our way into Mount Moon, and thanks to the wiki, we already know where we need to go to find the Moonstone. But as we were battling throughout the cave, our Nidoran finally evolved to a Nidorino. I forgot to do the thing, guys, but Nidoran just officially evolved into our Nidorino. We progressed more through the cave, and then we finally found our Moonstone. And then it was time to evolve our Nidorino. We are about to have a level 16 Nidoking on the roster. Yes, we got Nidoking. We are making super hot progress. And then we progressed through the rest of Mount Moon. And the trainers here were pretty easy. We got some really good XP, and then we made our way to the Pokemaniac at the end, beat the Pokemaniac, and then we picked up the Helix Fossil. Then we made our way to the exit of Mount Moon, and just like that, you guys, we have made it to the beautiful Cerulean City. But before we get to training and preparing to battle Misty, I remembered that there's a free rare candy that you can find on the floor, and I knew exactly who I was going to use the rare candies on. Slim, you need it. I can't have you be Magikarp the whole time, man. Hey, we might get Gyarados sooner than we realize. He just needs to get to level 20 if you think about it. He just learned Tackle. Oh, man. And as we were getting ready to train, we run into our rival. Oh, my God, please. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Pidgeotto! Dude, no deaths. No deaths. I'm not playing around here. We're going to Mega Punch him to oblivion. Why are his Pokemon so strong, dude? Oh my gosh. Oh my lord. And he's sand attacking me. And he's quick attacking me. He's pulling out all the combos. I'm missing. I'm missing. I'm gonna just miss some more. Dude, no. Horn attack, please hit. Oh, dude. Oh my gosh, thank the Lord. Thankfully, the rest of his Pokemon were easy to wipe out. Pikachu cleaned up his Squirtle with a Thunder Shock, and then before you know it, we defeated our rival and were able to continue on our journey to level up our Pokemon. And as I was battling through all of the trainers, trying to make sure that nobody on the team would faint, making multiple trips to the Pokemon Center, it literally went from daytime to nighttime. And in the middle of training, I made one god-awful mistake, something that might change the trajectory of this entire challenge. While I was leveling up my Pikachu Leon, he learned Quick Attack, and I made him forget probably one of the most important moves in his skill set. Yeah, I just made my Pikachu forget Thunder Shock, the electric move that is supposed to carry me through the battle with Misty. I literally just put myself at a severe disadvantage. I have to march forward. I have to keep going. It's getting late in the night. And if you guys couldn't tell by the look on my face, I'm getting very tired. But we continued to push forward and we finally made it to Bill, where we were able to collect the SS Anne ticket, which allowed us to board the ship at Vermilion City. We made our way back to the Cerulean City Pokemon Center, and then we made the bold move to go ahead and challenge Misty. But before Misty, we have to battle the other trainers in the gym. We're just going in. Horsey, meet Leon, who doesn't know any thunder moves, but he's gonna fight you. Don't worry. He'll use a fighting move on you though. Yeah, Pikachu not knowing Thunder Shock is literally gonna shock me throughout this challenge. Get it? Shock? No. Okay, still not time for a dad joke. Anyways, we defeated the swimmer really easily, and then we moved on to the junior trainer, who we also defeated very easily. They only had one Goldeen. And just as you thought I was about to battle Misty, I made the decision to turn around and save battling her for later. You know what? I thought about it. We're probably gonna need to level up. We're probably gonna need to level him up. Staryu is level 18. That's not the problem. The problem is Starmie, level 21, that knows Bubble Beam. And I'm almost sure that move can one-hit KO my Nidoking, my Charmeleon, my useless Magikarp just flopping over there. Look at him. Pidgey's not going to survive. Pikachu, he already threw. Thunder Pokemon that forgot how to do a Thunder move. I don't know. I think we're going to call it right here, and we'll come back tomorrow morning, and we're going to train. All right, so we're back, and it's the next day. And I've made the decision. I slept on it. I thought about it. We're not coming back until that Pikachu learns Thunderbolt. So we got to work and we started working on training Pikachu. We were making some decent progress battling wild Pokemon, but it just wasn't fast enough. I needed something more. And then I remembered we got the SS ticket from Bill. So technically we can go to Vermilion City early and start training on the ship. So we're making our way to Vermilion City, and then we pass by this house, and it's actually a daycare center. And the Pokemon I decided to leave there was Magikarp. We're gonna give him Magikarp. So we left Magikarp behind at the daycare center and continued to Vermilion City. We passed through the underground tunnel, and when we exited, we had to battle a few more trainers just before Vermilion City. And then finally, after 30 more minutes of battling, we finally made it to Vermilion City. But before we got to battling on the ship, I was looking up on the wiki to see what there is to look out for in the city. And the biggest thing that caught my eye was the reward for beating Lieutenant Surge. He gives you TM24, which teaches a Pokemon Thunderbolt. So then I made the decision, instead of grinding another few hours trying to teach my Pikachu Thunderbolt at level 26, why don't I just try to beat Lieutenant Surge? So we made our way to the gym, and then we realized we don't have HMO1 for cut yet. Wait, I need to go on the SS Anne for cut. Wait a minute. What are we looking like in Vermilion City? What do we need? So it looks like we're going to be boarding the SS Anne because that's the only way we're going to be able to get HMO1 for cut in order to battle Lieutenant Surge. Also, another important thing that I found out was that we're able to get a bike voucher, which will allow us to get a free bike in Cerulean City. So I guess it's kind of a good thing that we came by here anyways. After all that, we make our way to the SS Anne and we start looking for the captain. And because I was busy eating and not looking for trainers to battle to level up my Pokemon, I may have just led my team into possibly a very dangerous situation. I once again ran into my rival. No, I should have trained. I'm freaking out. I hope this wasn't a mistake. Damn, that Pidgeotto's fat. And he's weak. Leon's weak. Obviously, we have to swap out Leon, and we're putting in our Charmeleon. Charmeleon made easy work of that Pidgeotto. I was feeling good. So good that I still continue to stuff my face while under stress. Everything was going smooth until he sent out Wartortle. I was so upset that Leon forgot how to use Thundershock that I put him in a life or death situation to take on the Wartortle by himself. And that if he fainted, I would have no problem taking him right back to the card shop that I got him from. Leon, this is your moment. Don't let him know. Don't let him know that you don't know any thunder moves. Don't let him know. We're gonna throw a first one. This is a fake. We're not gonna let him know. Let's go, Leon. He's scared. Seismic toss. I bet he's wondering, where's that Thundershock at? He's paralyzed. He's like, just end me. End me right now, buddy. Oh my God, Leon, the seismic toss technique, it was so good. He didn't even know what to do. Look at that. Level 21. Congratulations to our Pikachu Leon. He proved to us that he still wanted to be on the team despite being a Thunder Pokemon that does not know a Thunder move. So we continue on to the ship and we collect HMO1 Cut. And because there's no area to recover my Pokemon, I had to exit the ship to go to the Pokemon Center. Unfortunately, exiting the ship was probably one of the biggest mistakes I would make. Oh. All right, I guess I'm not getting back on that ship. Yeah, the ship has sailed, and so did all that extra potential XP. All because I wanted to rush to teach my Pokemon a move instead of leveling them up. So now all that's left is for us to go battle Lieutenant Surge then. But before we can get into the gym, we have to teach a Pokemon Cut. What? There's no way I'm teaching my Charmeleon Cut. Yeah, teaching Charmeleon probably was not the ideal pick, but just when you thought things couldn't get worse, this happens. Wait. God! Yeah, it looks like we're turning right back around and we're just gonna face the music and we're going to battle Misty. Jesus. All right, that's it. We're going in hot with a Mega Punch. I think we can, if we're lucky enough, crit maybe? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're off to a fantastic start. Yes, we have to switch to Leon. All right, Leon. Thunder Wave, beat him up. Thunder Wave followed by beating him up. Thunder Wave. Please don't die. Okay. God damn it, I don't want him to die. Not like this. Not like this. I refuse to let him go. Garrett, get out there, Garrett. Oh, thank God he's fully paralyzed. Mega Punch again. Come on. Oh my gosh. Oh, he's super effective. That was 29. Wait, we could win this. I don't want to miss with Mega Punch. I think we beat him with a Horn Attack. Bro, do we win? I cannot believe what I am about to witness. That Starmie is literally on a sliver of health, and all I could think about is the fact I'm about to take the walk of shame and return my base set Nidoking right back to the card shop owner. My face is still in disbelief as I watch that Bubble Beam charge up to completely wipe out my Nidoking. I'm sorry I let you down, Nidoking, and I'm sorry to my Twitch moderator, Garrett. I guess this is the end for all of us. It was really nice knowing you. Oh my God, we live. I can't believe it! Garrett hung in there to deliver the final blow and to allow us to win the Cascade badge. We did it. Oh my gosh. I don't think people understand. Look, in a regular playing, when fainting is okay, we would win this every time. If Nidoking fainted, I had to give Nidoking back to the card shop owner. If Pikachu faints, I go back. No, nobody. There will be no L's on this run, or at least I'm going to try to. No L's on this entire run. That was a nail biter and we learned a lot. Definitely not going to skip out on training our Pokemon going into the next gym. So now we can use HM01 for cut. Misty also gave us TM11 so we can teach a Pokemon Bubble Beam. But before we move forward, we're going to save our progress and we're going to take a break for the day. Because next stop is Vermilion City, where we'll have to face Lieutenant Surge and his Raichu for the Thunder Badge. All right, so we're back and it's a little darker and it's probably going to continue to get dark. We're going to make this part of the chapter a little bit snappy. We're going straight to Lieutenant Surge and we're going to send him and his Raichu to the Shadow Realm. Wait, wrong game, wrong anime. You guys get it. We're going to Vermilion City. As we were on our way to Vermilion City, I wanted to stop by the daycare center to see how our Magikarp was doing on training. Two? That's it. I will take it. 2 levels isn't a lot, but if you think about it, he's actually 3 levels away from evolving to a ferocious and powerful Gyarados, which if he evolves, we'll have to make our way to a card store to pick up our own copy of Gyarados. So we finally made our way into Vermilion City, and I made way straight to the Pokemon gym. Lieutenant Surge's gym is a thunder-based gym, so ground-type moves are stronger against them, and also my ground-type Pokemon will have a type advantage, so they won't be affected by his thunder moves. We were able to beat all of the trainers in one go. And I remembered the one thing I hated about this gym the most was digging through the trash cans trying to find the correct switches. And finally, after 10 minutes of digging in trash cans, we managed to open up the door to fight Lieutenant Surge. There we go, we got it. Finally. All right, so here's the game plan going into Lieutenant Surge. We need to make sure that we save our best Pokemon for Raichu. The only problem is, I don't know how much that Thunderbolt is going to be doing to me. But the most important thing, we got to make sure that our big, floppy, very lazy, but charismatic Magikarp gets in on the XP. All right, well, this is it. This should be an easy win. I feel like this should be easy, right? Right? We'll find out right now. All right, Voltorb, here we go. Meet Magikarp. All right, Magikarp, that's it, bro. We're going to swap you out. Garrett, get in there. Yeah, Magikarp, take the day off. We'll call you back in after this. So Lieutenant Surge is actually going to turn out to be the easiest gym battle that we've had so far in this run. With Nidoking being a ground-type Pokemon, none of the Thunder-type moves worked on him. We easily defeated Raichu, and we collected the Thunder Badge from Lieutenant Surge. We also got TM24 for Thunderbolt. It was originally going to be used on our Pikachu, but if I'm being honest, we're actually going to hold on to this to maybe teach a future Pokemon that move, and we're just going to have Pikachu learn Thunderbolt the normal way, by training. So the next badge that we have to acquire is the Rainbow Badge and Celadon City. And I'm not gonna lie, I forgot how to get there. All I know is that this is the Diglett Cave and we probably need to go through it. So we made our way through the Diglett Cave. God dang, the most active cave I've ever been in. So we finally made it out of the Diglett Cave. And when we came out of the cave, we entered this house where we met up with a trainer that was willing to trade their Mr. Mime for an Abra. I think we go get an Abra. We go get an Abra. So then I was doing some research to see where the Abras would spawn in the game. And it turns out we got to make our way all the way back to Cerulean City. The fastest way back to Cerulean City is back through that atrocious Diglett Cave that we came out of. So after being in an underground prison for 10 more minutes, we finally made our way out of the Diglett Cave. We hopped on our bike and made our way back to Cerulean City. And it actually did not take long for us to run into our Abra. The only problem is he knows teleport. So we have to hope we throw the ball and we just catch him right away. We can only hope he just sits in the ball. Sit in the ball, Abra. Oh, just like that? Easy. So now that we've caught Abra, we got on our bike and we made our way back to the Diglett Cave and made our way to trade for a Mr. Mime. Oh, yeah. God, he looks so ugly. Oh my God, he's hard to look at. Yeah, I know exactly who to name him after. Oh my gosh. Wait, I can't rename him? Marcel? Marcel? All right, he might be named Marcel, but he's being named after Bolty Boy from my community. Bolty. you're Mr. Mime if you're watching this video. I will continue to call Mr. Mime Bolty, even though his name is Marcel. And before we made our way to Celadon City to look for the 4th gym, we had to go a little bit more south to collect another HM, which is HM05, which teaches us Flash. And then all that's left is for us to go through that horrible Diglett cave. And as horrible as it is, it actually was worth it, because now our Magikarp is evolving. And he learned Bite. Oh, wait, we can teach him Bubble Beam too. Wait a minute. We're out of the cave now, but I think now is a perfect time to save. I'm going to go to bed and I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning and we're going to be going to collect a Gyarados and a Mr. Mime card. So yes, once again, we'll be back in the morning because, yeah, editing. So we save our progress here. We get to bed and get some good rest because the next day it was time for us to go to the store to find ourselves a Gyarados and a Mr. Mime. And we visited our good friends over at Throwbackgamez, where not only do they sell retro games and consoles, but they also have some Pokemon cards. And the owner, Manny, did have some Gyarados and Mr. Mime, but unfortunately, they're not quite exactly what we're looking for. They have a Galarian Mr. Mime and a Japanese Gyarados, and I want these things to not only be English, but I also want them to have some sort of rarity value to them. Manny takes another look in his shop for us. He found us an old base set Gyarados that was really worn out and out of condition.
Oh, that's English. Yeah. That's perfect.
And to me, that was good enough. I decided to pick it up and take it, especially since we have some old base set Nidoran, Nidorino, and Nidoking cards. This will be a nice touch to the collection that we already have. And unfortunately, there was no Mr. Mime, so we're just gonna have to settle for the Gyarados for now.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Alrighty, guys, so we got 3 Sun and Moon because I've never opened these before. We got our Gyarados, and yeah, hopefully we don't have to come back here, but thanks again, Manny.
Yeah, hopefully you keep that guy awake.
Awake, yeah, alive.
Yeah, awake and alive.
We'll see you. Alright,
insert skillet music.
Yeah, let's go.
See you guys.
Comment down below if you guys understand the skillet reference, but unfortunately we were unable to find Mr. Mime at any local card store. But then I remembered earlier in the week, I went to visit a Pokemon store vending machine and I picked up a Scarlet and Violet 151 booster bundle. And I know that a Mr. Mime can be pulled from this set. So before we decide what we're gonna do with Mr. Mime, we're gonna take a chance and open some packs to see if we can get Mr. Mime. And funny enough, in pack number 1, we found ourselves a Gyarados. And in pack number 2, we pull ourselves a beautiful Psyduck. Moving on to pack number 3, we find ourselves a Flareon and a Golbat. And then in pack number 4, you guys, you will not believe it, we got a Mr. Mime. It just wasn't the Mr. Mime that we needed. Pack number 5, we get ourselves a Wigglytuff, and in pack number 6, we get ourselves a Raichu. So now, unfortunately, Mr. Mime is gonna have to get put in the Pokemon Center PC until we can find ourselves a Mr. Mime card. Okay, so we are back, and a couple things I want to talk about. Obviously, we didn't get Mr. Mime. Secondly, why didn't anybody tell me to update my badges in the top right-hand corner? Hold up. Yeah, there we go. We did it. So we made our way back to Vermilion City, and we had to make the unfortunate drop-off and leave Mr. Mime in the Pokemon Center. And it's gonna be a pretty long road to our next stop. In order to get to Celadon City, we're gonna have to go back to Cerulean City and cut a tree, go through routes 9 and 10, battling all of these trainers, and then we're gonna have to go through a dark cave where we'll have to teach a Pokemon Flash, or I guess you can try to go through it without teaching a Pokemon Flash. We're gonna cruise through this with no Flash. Briefly pass through Lavender Town, and then go through routes 7 and 8, and then finally we'll be at Celadon City. Oh, wait. We're already at Celadon City. Don't worry, you guys. I'm not gonna make you guys watch me go through an entire dark cave in the dark because I refuse to teach a Pokemon Flash. So we continue to explore Celadon City, and according to the Pokemon Wiki, this is actually where we can pick up a free Eevee. So we go ahead and pick up the free Eevee, and of course, we have to name it after one of my moderators. Trippy Girl. All right, Trippy Girl, you are Eevee, and if I do use you, you're gonna get evolved into Vaporeon. And then we explored the Celadon department store. There was nothing there we really wanted, but we did trade a fresh water bottle for an ice beam and a soda pop for rock slide. These moves are definitely gonna come in handy later on. But the big thing that caught my attention was that in the game corner, if we earned enough coins, we can get ourselves a Dratini. I was determined to get that Dratini. I went from 50 coins to upwards of 1,000, and then losing it all and getting battling back down to 700. I sat here for 2 hours trying to get enough coins for Dratini, and then finally, unfortunately, I decided to walk away. You know what? No, we're done. We're done. And then we continued on to the Team Rocket hideout. All of the Rocket Grunts were easy, severely underleveled. My Charmeleon was just rolling over everybody. And we made it to the end and we beat up Giovanni, which then after defeating him, he gave us the Sylph Scope, which we'll need again when we revisit Lavender Town. So then all that was left was for us to beat the gym. And as we were battling, making our way to fight the gym leader, our Charmeleon evolved. Oh my gosh. He's gonna evolve after this battle. Oh my god, it's happening. There's just one problem. I can't use him until I get the card, which means we need a save here, or we beat the gym leader without Charizard. And I'm playing it safe. We are saving right here. We're going to go right back to a card shop and we're going to find Charizard. I'm pretty sure the Charizard is back at Throwbackgamez. So we're going to go back and throw it back at Throwbackgamez. 2 times in the same day. Because if I'm correct, I think I saw the Charizard there. But here's the thing. I'm not going to buy it if the lining doesn't look good. If the centering is not good. Otherwise, we're just going to pass and put them in the Pokemon Center. So the Charizard we're looking to pick up is the one that comes out of the Scarlet and Violet 151. And this Charizard is pretty expensive, you guys. And if I'm going to be spending that type of money on a card, not only do I want the centering to be good, I don't want there to be any whitening on the back. Because if we do finish this challenge and I do get to keep the Charizard, I might send him in to get graded. So I have to make sure that this purchase is worth it. Do you guys have the 151 Charizard? I made a rule to myself, I won't buy it if the centering doesn't look good. That one, yes. This is the exact Charizard we're looking for, and the centering looks great. But then I had a last minute change of heart. I decided to not buy the Charizard. Instead, I started looking for more Pokemon that I could potentially run into because I think I need to expand my team. I'm thinking about the future of the game and trying to give myself a little bit of a security blanket. Because what I don't want to happen is that if a Pokemon faints and I need to swap, I need to make sure I have the card in hand. So we started looking around the shop, and these are the Pokemon I decided to pick up instead of Charizard. So the first Pokemon we're going to pick up is Kangaskhan. Now I know it's not for a while, but I am determined to catch him at the Safari Zone. The next Pokemon we picked up is Haunter, but not just any Haunter, Sabrina's Haunter. And I know that a Haunter can spawn at the tower in Lavender Town. The only problem is it's a 1% spawn rate. But if I can sit around for 2 hours trying to get a Dratini, I can walk around for 2 hours looking for a Haunter. And the last Pokemon we picked up, which I know is a guaranteed catch because we get them for free, it's going to be Hitmonchan. And we don't have any fighting Pokemon, so this is going to be a perfect pickup. So instead of us getting 1 Pokemon, we just picked up 3 Pokemon. All right, so we passed on the Charizard, but we did pick up Kangaskhan. We did pick up Haunter. And we did pick up Hitmonchan, which are Pokemon we're going to run into. But to save myself a trip, I bought them anyways, right? So now I feel like I have an incentive. So even though maybe I don't plan to use them, they'll at least sit in the Pokemon Center, and they might be like a B team because the game's getting a little hard now. Also, I bought some tins, which like and subscribe, and maybe you guys will see a TikTok of me opening these things. So yeah, anyways, as you guys see, the sun is setting, so we're gonna go ahead and take a break, call it a day here, and be back tomorrow to continue the journey. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to put Charizard on the bench because I do not have a Charizard. He's sitting out. Yeah, so unfortunately, Charizard cannot be used in battle. He can be in the party for us because we can use Cut, but Charizard is not allowed to fight. And then I came up with an idea to replace him for another Fire-type Pokemon. I remembered earlier on that I picked up the free Eevee, so I went to go pick up Eevee from the Pokemon Center, used a Firestone, and just like that, we got ourselves our next Fire-type Pokemon, Flareon. Guess what I got, baby? A Flareon. There's just one problem. She doesn't know any fire moves. You literally cannot make this up. My party is starting to look like a clown party because this is all jokes. I have a Pidgeotto that doesn't know any flying type moves. I have a Pikachu that still doesn't know any thunder moves. And now I have a Flareon that doesn't know any fire moves. And a Charizard that can't even be used to fight. He's only allowed to be used to cut down trees. So really, I only have 2 Pokemon that can fight. So at this point, we're clearly not in a good position to be taking on any gym leaders. I decided to make my way back to Lavender Town to see if we can go ahead and catch ourselves that Haunter that I said I wanted, but also we can get some good training against the trainers. And as I was making my way up the tower, we once again have ran into my rival. Oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What level is this guy anyways? 25. Okay. Good thing we know Ice Beam. You're going out. Yep, that should be super. Ah, great. Ah. You guys remember when I picked up that Ice Beam earlier in the video? I decided to teach my Nidoking that move, and it turns out it was the best play for me that I could have made. We easily wiped out my rival's Pokemon, and then we continued on our journey with training in the tower and trying to look for a Haunter. And I don't know if you guys remembered, the spawn rate for a Haunter is 1%. So then I thought to myself, why don't I try using a Super Repel, and maybe it'll increase my chances of running into him. Literally, not even after using the Super Repel, we've ran into our wild Haunter. And we get to work right away. We want to make the Haunter weak so he's easier to catch. I swapped to my Nidoking because he's the strongest and has the most health. That if Haunter broke out for whatever reason, I can at least survive a few attacks. But I didn't even have to worry because we managed to catch Haunter on the first throw. Oh my god! We got him! We got him! I know exactly who to name him after. I'm naming him after Demurist, which I don't even know what that means, but if you guys can tell me what it means, please tell me. He won't tell me what it means. He basically is a Haunter, man. Congratulations, Haunter. You've made it to the team. Now, I don't know if you exactly are Sabrina's Haunter, but we have the first edition Sabrina's Haunter, so hopefully Haunter doesn't haunt me by fainting so that I don't, I try to do something there, but I'm just going to be quiet and get back to battling. We battled our way through Team Rocket, and then we saved Mr. Fuji, who then later rewarded us with the Pokeflute. This will allow us to wake up and potentially catch any Snorlaxes that we run into. Wait, that hand gesture looks a little wrong. Okay, you guys get it. Oh wait, that's exactly what we did because you never know. We might need a Snorlax for the B team. But our job is not finished. We still haven't beat the gym leader in Celadon City, and my Pokemon need a lot of leveling. And I still need to find a Pokemon that I can use to replace Charizard. Not just for the fire type moves, but I actually need somebody that can learn Cut. None of these people on my roster right now can learn Cut. So we traveled from Celadon City onto the bike trail and rode it all the way down until we finally made it to Fuchsia City, because in Fuchsia City they have the Safari Zone, and I'm looking to catch a Kangaskhan and a Scyther. The Scyther I know can learn Cut, but the Kangaskhan is going to be important for the B team. Yes, I went back to the card shop and picked up a Scyther. I also picked up an Executor because if we catch an Execute and we evolve it with a Leaf Stone, that's just going to add more Pokemon to the party. As we were roaming around the Safari Zone, I remembered to make sure we had to pick up some important items. The first one being HMO3, which teaches us Surf. I also found the gold teeth so that we can turn it into the Warden, which gets us another HM that teaches us Strength. So now that we got all the busy stuff out of the way, it's time to catch some Pokemon. The first Pokemon we run into is really easy, the Execute. We caught him and named him after one of my moderators, Silverfish. Silverfish! And then next, we run into a Scyther. Now, I thought this was going to be a hard catch, and I did not want to risk him running away, so I did the bold move in just throwing a Safari Ball and hoping for the best. Oh my god! Oh my god! Yeah, I know. I couldn't believe it neither, you guys. So we named the Scyther after my moderator, Brickflash. Brickflash, you are Scyther. Congratulations. And all that's left is for us to look for Kangaskhan. And literally, and I mean literally, the next Pokemon that we ran into was Kangaskhan. There's no way this goes into. There's no way this works. I know, I couldn't believe it neither, you guys. I mean, look at me. I decided to name him after another one of my moderators, Little Vic, who unironically enough is also a parent. And I thought that'd be perfect because Kangaskhan is classified as a parent also. So we continued our journey and I went a little bit backwards, or maybe it's forward. I don't know. But we went through routes 13 and routes 12 and we battled all of those trainers. There was 17 trainers for me to battle and I battled every single one of them. And then finally, after another hour of battling, we finally made it back to Lavender Town. We had to make some quick team changes before we went back to Celadon City because, believe it or not, we still have not battled the 4th gym leader and we defeated her super easily. And I learned something very new. Hunter was unaffected by a lot of the spore moves, so we got a free and easy win. And now it's time for us to travel to the next and nearest gym, which is located in Saffron City. But before we battled any gym leader, we needed to get our Pokemon some extra training, so I went ahead and investigated the Rocket Hideout and beat every single trainer while trying to find Giovanni. And just before Giovanni, we run into my rival again, and I absolutely eviscerate him with my super overpowered and over-leveled Nidoking. Oh my god, this guy picked a fight with me at the very wrong time. I don't think he understands that my Nidoking is going to eviscerate his entire team. You don't understand what kind of day I've been through. Bye. He's gone. Easy. Doesn't matter. Get him out of here. Went on to Giovanni and then we did the same thing to him. And the reward for beating Giovanni was a Master Ball. Oh my god, we can catch a legendary with that. What I need is to get out of here. I know this sounds silly. We just saved these guys over here at Saffron City, but we're actually going to go fight Koga. Mainly because he's poison type, so I can Earthquake all of his Pokemon, get good XP, and then we'll come back over here and fight Sabrina. And it was at this moment that I realized I forgot to pick up the HM to teach my Pokemon Fly. So we walked all the way back to Celadon City, found the secret house, and picked up Fly. This is the face of disappointment, but we're not going to let the disappointment slow me down, you guys. So we fly back to Fuchsia City and we made our way to Koga and challenged him for the Soul Badge. That's his name. What is that laugh? Here we go, Koga. Now, if I'm correct, Earthquake should work on coughing. Levitate did not exist. Levitate did not exist. And it's super effective. You're done. This was a lot easier than I thought. We defeated Koga literally with just one move. And after defeating Koga, he rewarded us with the Soul Badge, which means now we can fly back to Saffron City and challenge Sabrina for the Marsh Badge. But before we go and challenge Sabrina, I thought now would be a good time to evolve our Pikachu into a Raichu. It only took you this long in a Thunderstone. Honestly, I should have probably evolved you sooner. Man. Finally. But before we go to Sabrina, we have to pick up that free Hitmonchan. Well, it's kind of free. We just have to beat up a bunch of trainers. And after a while of battling all the trainers, we've secured our Hitmonchan. We got Hitmonchan. And I know exactly who to name him after. We're naming him after my moderator, ejuarez. And he just likes fighting games. Just like the fighting game he thinks he's better than me at, Super Smash Brothers. No, he's not. But he is the Hitmonchan. Okay, so now time for the real gym leader, Sabrina. And as we're making our way to Sabrina, I remember that this is probably one of the most annoying gyms of all. I didn't even bother trying to look up a guide. I just kind of started walking on panels. And funny enough, I actually ended up correctly at Sabrina. Wow, I actually got that in one go. Wait a minute. This is her? Wait. Okay. Yeah, it's no time for games and jokes right now. Sabrina has my type advantage, and the only strong Pokemon I have that has been carrying me this way has been Nidoking. But we're gonna go ahead and lean on Old Reliable and use Earthquake until we defeat Sabrina. Earthquake's kind of an OP move. Yeah, I'm also like crazy overleveled. So yeah, Earthquake is actually a really strong move. And that move carried us all the way to a victory, and we defeated Sabrina and collected the Marsh Badge. So we flew back to Pallet Town and we surfed south until we ended up in Cinnabar Island, where we will be challenging Blaine for the Volcano Badge. We're at Cinnabar Island. Let's go ahead and hit the Pokemon Center. And if I'm being honest, we're taking a break. We're calling it here. I'm hungry. I got a nice, scrumptious McChicken sandwich sitting in front of me. We're gonna hit this Pokemon Center. We're gonna save, and we'll be back in the morning. Yeah. So I'm up bright and early on the next morning, and I make my way straight to the gym, only to find out the door is locked. The door is locked. So now we have to find the key. And according to the guide online, the key is in the mansion right next door to the gym. Now, finding the key is not hard at all, but the thing I wanted to take advantage of was the high-level wild Pokemon and the trainers so we can train before we fight Blaine. And after a good while of training, we made our way right back to the gym so that we can challenge Blaine for the Volcano badge. And these Pokemon are all easy to take on. Everyone is fire type, which means that Nidoking can pretty much Earthquake one-shot everybody. And after one-shotting all of the trainers in the gym, we finally made it to Blaine. Time for Blaine, baby. A level 42 Growlithe? Does he not evolve, or does he need a Firestone to evolve? Wait a minute. Earthquake, one shot, he should be out. One shot, he should be gone, right? Yeah. Oh yeah. Earthquake is such a strong move, man. Indeed, Earthquake is such a strong move. We took down Blaine easily. It was not even a challenge. We obtained the Volcano badge from Blaine and also got the TM for Fire Blast. And all that was left was for us to challenge Giovanni back at Viridian City. So we went straight to the gym. We battled all of the trainers. And by the time we got to Giovanni, we realized we had this in the bag. It was too easy. Our Nidoking could not be stopped. And before you know it, we defeated Giovanni and collected our 8th and final badge. But before we could move forward on our journey, we have to talk about something that is very, very important. We might need to look at some roster changes and make a decision. Are we going to go without Charizard, or are we going to wait for Charizard? This is such a tough decision to make. Do I wait another day so that I can go to KCM Collectibles and buy the Charizard? Or do I continue on my journey without Charizard and try to beat the game? And after a solid 10 minutes of thinking to myself and weighing out my options, I made the big decision to move on without Charizard. All right, here is the roster going in. This is basically the B team, but they're being escorted by my Nidoking. Now, the reason why we're going to be going in with this team and not like the guys that I've been running with, I know I shouldn't be saying this because I'm pretty much manifesting that something bad will happen, but I don't want anything bad to happen. But in case something bad happens, I didn't lose entirely everybody, if that makes sense. Let's begin our journey to Victory Road. But before we can even make it to Victory Road, we were stopped by our rival, and he once again felt the wrath of all of the earthquakes from my Nidoking. He was really easy to take down and also really easy XP for the team. Next, we had to make our way up to the actual entrance of Victory Road. Funny enough, Victory Road is actually a cave. It's not like a real road. But we made it to the entrance, and I had to go over the game plan of how we're going to make it through Victory Road and to the Elite Four. Okay, so we are here at Victory Road, and something I just found out: as you walk in, we're right into the cave. You walk out, we're outside the cave. Why am I showing you guys this? Is because there's no Pokemon Center nearby. However, we do have an escape rope to get out if things get frisky. And we're definitely going to be fighting as many wild Pokemon as we can, because God, these guys, they need the XP. And we got to training right away. We battled every Pokemon that we could run into. We battled against every trainer we ran into. We even ran into the Moltres, and yes, I decided to catch it because you never know. And we named the Moltres after my moderator, Lalo. Lalo, spicy like the Mexican salsa that he puts on his tacos. Lalo is transferred to Bill's PC. We might be picking you up soon, Lalo. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be adding Moltres to the starting lineup, because if we add Moltres, we're also implying that somebody in the starting 6 might faint, and I'm not going to have that happen. So after some more training, we finally made it to the exit of Victory Road. Oh my gosh. You hear that? It's time. And now it's time for the moment of truth. Am I ready to take on the Elite Four? And after looking what I'm up against, I realized that I'm still under-leveled. And it actually scared me out of proceeding forward, because once you go in, there is no coming out unless you win. I head back to the Pokemon Center PC and make another roster change. And this time, I'm taking out Nidoking. So we've made some tactical swaps. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Why is Nidoking not in the roster? That's because I can't keep having him carry. I need everyone to kind of get up well-rounded, and these guys need the leveling. So literally, we're just going to fight and farm in the Victory Road cave until everyone's at least, I don't know, what is it looking like? Yeah, everyone has to be at least level 60, maybe 65 to some. Dude, this is gonna be a while. This might genuinely take all day. So yeah, let's just, let's just get to the training then, I guess. We got to work right away and we put in a lot of hours, you guys. And by a lot of hours, I mean 4 hours because now it's the afternoon. Luckily, there's still sunlight out, so it's keeping me going because I'm determined to finish the game right now. And after all of that training that we put in, I made my way back to the Indigo Plateau where I will finally commit to fighting the Elite Four. I think we might be ready. That took almost 3 hours. 3 hours. It is now 4:00 p.m. I don't think I can do this anymore. I'm going to give it, all we got is one shot. I think this is probably as good as it's going to get. I'm going in with the impression that we are going to win. We might lose some people, but we're going to win. Because if we lose, if everyone faints, if we white out, we're going to have to wait till tomorrow because I'm not doing another 3 to 4 hours of this on a fresh new batch of people. And to be honest, if we do faint, tomorrow makes more sense because then tomorrow I can buy the Charizard card, add him to the lineup, and then yeah, sure, spend another 4, maybe 5 hours more of training. It might be all day. All right, we just bought some items, so this is all we're going in with. By the way, no revives, as you guys can see. No revives. We are going in, and that is it. We're going in with some full heals, some full restores, and a hyper potion. That is it. No one is reviving because that's not how this run goes. And now we're in. And now we're in. We're going to open up strong with our grass type Pokemon, if I'm correct. Oh, shoot. Don't they know Aurora Beam? Don't they know like an Ice Beam move? Oh, dude. All right, here we go. This is it. There's no turning back. There's no turning back now. Mega Drain, sure. Surely to hurt. Oh, that's a big hit. That's big. Oh, there it is. Okay, we're good. We're okay. We're definitely good and we're definitely okay. So we finish off the Dugong with a nice Mega Drain and we literally stomp all over Cloyster. And the reason why we stomped and didn't use Mega Drain is because we're actually limited on how many moves that we can use. We don't have any elixirs or others that can replenish our moves. So we have to be very careful with what moves we decide to use from now and until the end of the Indigo Plateau. Isn't Jinx weak to fire? I'm going to try that out. So fire moves should hurt. Here we go. Yes! She is super effective. Yes! Yes! Lapras. Oh, shoot. Do we go with Silverfish Mega Drain or do we go Juarez Thunder Punch? Nah, Juarez, because then he's not weak against ice. I think we try Thunder Punch. Oh, dude, that does like no damage. Oh, no. Pull through, Juarez. Come on. Thank God you not Executor. Oh, no. I cannot believe what I am witnessing. My Hitmonchan just fainted to a blizzard that hit with a critical hit. We just lost our first Pokemon at the first stage of the Elite Four. I have to stay focused. We can't afford to lose any more Pokemon. I can't send Silverfish out there. That blizzard's gonna evaporate him. Maybe Demurus? Haunter? Hypnosis to Dream Eater? It doesn't affect him! No. We have to swap. We have to figure something out. Yup. Please, get out here. Do something. Oh no, this is not going well at all. It better not be a critical hit. Oh my gosh. We won. But at the cost of our Hitmonchan, dude. I thought we were totally ready. It's starting to, dude, I'm beginning to feel like all this training was for nothing. Wait a minute. Can we leave? Can we leave? Don't run away. Oh no. Oh, Juarez. I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and all take a moment of silence for the Hitmonchan that fainted, also known as my moderator, ejuarez. You fought well, my friend, but now it's time for us to continue on, and hopefully we can win the rest of these battles in your honor. Thankfully, this second battle was significantly easier. Every time he sent out Onix, we sent out our Snorlax and we used Surf. And every time he sent out a fighting Pokemon, we sent out our Haunter, who hit him with the most devastating Hypnosis to Dream Eater combo. And just like that, we moved on easily. Wow, okay, that was flawless. Wow, that was a flawless run. Next up was Agatha, who was the ghost type trainer. And in this battle, we decided to go in with Flareon and to dump all of our flamethrowers and fire blasts. And you guys, this plan was working amazing. It was going great until Agatha decided to withdraw Haunter and put in Arbok. I see you're scared. Yeah, Agatha was definitely scared. I don't know what the play was with swapping to Arbok, but our Flareon cleaned up, and just like all the other battles, we ended up coming out on top winning. Yes! Yes! Oh, wait. We might win this. We might make it through. We might. Who's next? Lance? Already? Oh, and it's walking for me. It's walking for me. Oh, we have to... Oh man. I'm locked in here. I'm a prisoner. First up is Gyarados. We don't really have a Thunder move to go against him, so we're going to have to use like, maybe Brick Flash? Haven't used our Scyther yet. Scyther might be able to, I think Scyther, we're gonna open up with Scyther. And I didn't even press A, I just walked up and it queued it. Thank God I topped everyone's health off. We just can't lose people between Lance and my rival. Let's go. So the game plan is simple. We have to beef up our Scyther and have him use focus energy and double team enough so that not only do the attacks miss him, but when he does attack, it does a lot of damage. And you guys, the plan was working. Oh my God, dude, I thank God I didn't make him forget those moves because I knew it. And just like that, I think we found the winning formula to defeating Lance because this strategy worked on every single Pokemon. And before you know it, we defeated Lance, only to remember that we still have one more battle. So Scyther is still in front. We got to do the same thing. Double team. I think we do 2 double teams. We just become so hard to hit. And that was the plan to try to win. Boost up Scyther's evasiveness to the point where everyone misses, and we just finish them off with slashes. And it was working up until our rival put in Rhydon. And then we had to swap and put in Snorlax, who easily defeated Rhydon with Surf. Then our rival throws out Arcanine, who was also defeated with another Surf. Then he throws out Executor, who was then easily defeated with a Flareon. Guys, if you couldn't tell, I think victory is right around the corner. All that was left was for us to finish off his Blastoise with Mega Drain. Surely nothing can go wrong, right? Nothing like he knows Blizzard? What? I have to not lose composure. I have to stay focused and keep forcing the Mega Drain, forcing it until he runs out of HP. Even if he's hanging onto a thread that we call 1 HP, it did not matter because no matter how many times he threw Blizzard at me, he missed. And then we connected with the final blow that led us to victory. Yes! I can't believe we actually won, you guys. Look at how far we came. From ripping a pack to pick our starter, to having to put them in the PC because we can't use them anymore, to completely having a different roster than what we started, and winning the game and only losing 1 Pokemon. But before the video ends, I did have a final few words to say. This challenge was really hard, but it did come with a lot of positives. It taught me to not only appreciate how far the Pokemon games have come, but also to appreciate the trading cards a little bit differently. I can have fun collecting Pokemon cards just by buying the cards themselves. I don't need to rip packs and hope to get something big. And it doesn't always have to be the big chase card, because the card that could mean a big deal to me might be the one that no one's looking at. And this is what's making not only YouTube videos fun for me, but even making the whole idea of collecting Pokemon cards fun for me and the family. I do plan to do this again in silver version, so if you guys made it this far, please comment down below which starter you guys think I should pick and go for, or comment down below if you guys think my daughter should pick my starter for me. And again, thank you guys all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all on the next video. We're making the walk of shame. I said we would. We're turning Hitmonchan in to the store right now.
No way.
You know what that means, right?
Done? Yeah.
He died.
He's done. What's up, guys?
He's dead.
Oh, man. Poor guy. How'd you let that happen?
He died at the Elite Four. He died at the Elite Four.
All right, well.